Thank you, Creator, for all you've given me. The sun, the moon, the Mother Earth, the birds up in the trees. And thank you for the love I feel from my friends and family. Thank you for all you've given me.
Good day and greetings to one and all. There's a couple of things on my mind that I need to just get out there. Willem de Thouars. For some reason, this guy obsesses over me. Now, it would be comedic, I read some of the stuff that he writes and I think, oh my God, how did I call this man my teacher for so long? I have to apologize to those of you out there who I've caused to believe in Willem de Thouars. I am sorry, man. I mean, men, women, whoever. I am sorry that was something that I look back on today and wish that I had never done. But I did. And I have to tell you that I did it in good conscience. I thought I was telling the truth. And, here's the thing. I guess the main bone of contention that Willem has with me is that he somehow thinks that I am successful teaching this distance learning program. I don't know, man. If you can call 100 students successful, then, maybe so. But I have not made any money off of this project. And that's one of the things that he complains the most about. Anybody that knows anything about the video business at all knows that the money up front comes in a long way down the road. And it, quite frankly, has not come in yet. But nonetheless, for those who are in the distance learning program, I apologize. I really feel bad. I didn't really look at what he has been writing all of these years until just recently. I skimmed over it and thought, more Willem bullshit. But the last few days, I have decided to take it seriously and actually read what the man wrote. And that in itself is a gargantuan task. I mean, Willem's grasp on the English language. After theoretically, hypothetically, in theory, having lived here 60 stinking years, the man still cannot write English. But that's irreverent in maternity. What he does write is a whole bunch of lies and slander. And I'm going to have to address this piece by piece, and unfortunately, it's going to take a while to do. And, I don't know what else to do about it. The thing that I want to do is, first of all, I want to apologize to those in the distance learning program, those who have learned from me, and what I told you all along, I still believe is true. Willem is a good practitioner and a piss poor teacher. Now, I'm sorry. I've been saying that for a long time. Now, I have to tell you that he's also a liar. And I'm gonna break it all down. I'm gonna show you exactly where he's lying, what lie he tells, and chances are good that I know exactly who put that lie in his mouth. Because Willem is more like a little girl than a man. He thinks he can awfully sudden change his mind and everything is fine. He changed his mind. Why can't you understand that? Well, grown men do not shake hands with another man and then go back on their word. And even more than that, a grown man, a man of integrity, the kind of man that I would want to pattern my life after, also does not sign a contract and then go back on his word. Now that is criminal. That goes past, oh, he's a poor immigrant from Indonesia and he doesn't understand America. Well, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. The man has been here in this country almost as long as I've been alive. Now that's time for him to know. But it doesn't matter. I mean, that's a major sticking point in my mind. But the bottom line of it is that I did learn some things from Willem de Thouars. What started this whole last rampage was that I admitted that what I am doing now has nothing to do with Willem de Thouars. This I learned from Bill Chang. And Willem is all pissed off because I say that he does not have internal mechanics. And I'm sorry, if he's got them, I ain't never seen them. And I don't see him in any of the new stuff he does now, either. So, if I'm wrong, show me. Just show me. I'll admit it. I'm admitting to you right now that I was wrong about Willem de Thouars. He is a Luciferian, absolute evil, criminal man. That's what he is. He cries about, oh, I'm taking money out of his wallet. I have nothing but given that man money. Anybody that knows anything about videos knows that you got to do 100 lot of them, of every stinking one that you do. Now, do you know how much money that costs at wholesale? Do you realize? Now, there's people that were there that know. Chaz Clements is one of them. The majority of every 100 tapes that I made in the beginning went to Willem de Thouars to take to the seminars that I booked for him, to sell, to put money in his pocket, to buy pussy, and to pay off his wife's gambling debts. Now that is the truth of it. And I'm sorry I have to say these things, but that's how it is. Now I've known for a long time that Willem doesn't tell the truth. But see, neither does Victor. And I really didn't understand why until I started investigating their family lineage that they're so proud of. To me, none of that meant anything. But they've hammered it so hard and so often now that, okay, I went and investigated. And they're so proud of Willem of Orange. Willem of Orange was a traitor. He betrayed his friends. That's what Willem and Victor do on a regular basis. I don't know if anyone has checked lately, but you virtually have to check every week to find out who is on Willem's terminated list and who's on his list of good guys. And invariably, it boils down to one thing. Who is putting money in Willem's pocket? Those are the ones that are on the good list. And those of you guys on the good list, remember that one of these days you'll find your name listed below mine on the terminated list. And hey, you're always welcome to come play with us. We don't play any of these silly games in my association. If you come into my association and you earn rank, you will hold that until the day you die. I'm not going to rescind your rank. And that is ridiculous. See, this whole idea of Willem being the captain of the ship goes back to Admiralty law. This is the Luciferian trick to totally subjugate the entire world, just like Scripture says would happen. He would be given the power to trample down the holy people. Well, by Jove, he has. And people like Willem and Victor are two that I can tell you about right now, that I know about, help him to do it. Now, I cannot go back on my word. I cannot say that what I've been telling people for 30 years is a lie, because I did learn Silat and some external Kuntao from Willem de Thouars. That is the truth. He can deny it all he wants to. I'm not gonna. What I learned from him, I will admit that I learned from him. What I did not learn from him, I'm not going to give him credit for anymore. You know, the people that are in the distance learning program and the Guru certification course are my major responsibility. Now, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to say that I'm not terribly happy about. You know, I'm not interested in telling Willem's secrets. But God, some of the stuff that he's written, I mean, I stand here in utter awe and amazement thinking, whoa! And once upon a time, I called this guy my best friend. What in the world is wrong with me? Why has it been so easy for him to deceive me? You know, I'm dumbfounded. I'm taken aback. I'm jaw agape. I can't figure it out. You know, I know that his wife Joyce is into anting, or what they call voodoo, basically. And I know she's been trying to cast spells on me for years, and I know Willem has too, and I know that some of the people of his association have also tried to cast spells on me, but like water off a duck's back, it ain't never gonna happen. Ain't none of you Luciferians can cast a spell on me. And you know that by now. You might as well just quit trying. So, this is just a kind of an introduction to what's coming, Willem. This is what's coming. I'm coming after your lies. I'm going to expose them one by one. I'm going to take everything that you've ever written that has my name on it, and I'm going to have to tell you the other side to that story. Because there's at least two. And mine is 180 from yours. You know, maybe there's some of those points where the truth lies in between, but I've made a life out of telling the truth, Willem. I actually believed once upon a time that when I raised my hand and swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, I thought I was pledging to the country that I loved. I did not even know until I was 45 stinking years old that the Luciferian criminal banksters had hijacked my country, and that I was looking at an illusion of what I thought I belonged to, grew up in, was born in. My ancestors came here in 1609. We've been here a long time, and I thought that it was our country. Well, it's not. It's a criminal Borg takeover by Luciferian, demon-infested criminals at every level of our government, in every sheriff's department, every police department. All of the alphabet soup agencies are rife with demon weasel infiltrators. Now, I'm going to have to tell the truth about that too, because that enters into this repartee or battle, whatever you want to call it, that I'm about to have with Willem de Thouars. So there it is. Get ready. So here's how it's going to go, Willem. I'm going to grab everything that I archived off of CLAT TV, and I'm going to go over it by the numbers. By the numbers. Everything that you published out there, thinking that I could not reply to you. Well, I could, I just didn't. This is so ridiculous that it hardly even bears the dignity of an answer. But I'm going to answer you. I'm going to go step by step, point by point, through all of the bullshit lies and disinformation that you've been spreading here, Willem.
Kachenuas, Tanawamane, Adamane Mamakiia, Virgia Nebuel, Sepali Padulia Aduli. Great Spirit, watch over us. Guide us through our pains and sorrows, and never let us fear this life on earth.